That sounds nice.
This is gonna go live, so be careful what you're saying. Maybe.
Then,
Sure. You go that far?
I don't know.
Oh, perfect.
I think the wall will be.
Yeah, up and down.
The great prices. For me, it's a no-brainer. Join today at blackmarket.com.
All right.
We'll call the meeting to order. If you could please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. First order of business, we have to do two different appointments due to some legal issues that occurred. I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Scott Loveland for Fire District Chairman or Commissioner.
Did you resign yet? Does he have to resign first?
Nope. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Wayne?
Aye.
Motion carried. Second, I'll make a motion to appoint Billy St. Joseph as Secretary Treasurer of the Fire District. Take a second. Right. All in favor? Yes. Well, yeah,
Do I need to sign for the appointment?
let's sign for the appointment this time around. Yes.
And now is she back in full?
You have to call between 8 and, or noon and 4, I'm
Is she
sorry.
who I want to talk to?
Yes. Yep. Okay.
All those pictures of the place. Look, Rose Drive,
Oh,
we'll
shit.
never have to see one by it
Headphones
again.
Chris, I have to mute you. Just so everyone knows, this is live on YouTube, so careful what you say. Approval of last month's minutes. Take a motion. Frank,
Second.
Wayne. All in favor? I'm a yes. Frank,
Yes.
you approve?
Yeah.
Scott?
Yep.
Wayne, you said yes. Cook?
Yep.
Motion carried. Where was that at?
Remember we said. No, because they would have called me. I don't know.
Presentation of bills, be it resolved, we pay the amount of $17,353.76 for this month. Motion,
Motion.
Frank? Second by Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Log me in, will
Oh, sorry. All right. Motion for the treasurer's report. I'll mute you.
I make a motion.
Motion by Wayne,
Second.
second by Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh,
Okay. Motion carried. Ryan, we're up to you.
All right, let's see, we'll start with the PESH. Everything was done, Hep B was accepted by PESH, and all the violations were taken care of, and a copy of the email has been given to the secretary for the file. The SCBA mask that we had ordered, that's come in. And now all of our masks now on the bottom have TBFD with a paint pen, so we don't lose them or mix them up with other departments. Our fire programs, we were eligible for an upgrade. We've been eligible for years. We just never did it. So we finally did it. There's no fee to upgrade, and there's no increase in our yearly annual fee. So that's all. We're all caught up with that. The DEC grant is due June 30th. You split the total cost of the grant up to $3,000. So if we got $3,000 worth of stuff, it would be $1,500 that we would have to pay. At the Chiefs meeting, we decided that as long with your guys' permission, we'd go after it and we'd start reaching out to members and see some ideas of what we could order with that grant. We got time, and once we decide what we want to get, we'd come back next month and tell you guys. SCBA, we got 5 bottles getting hydro tested right now at Holland Welding, and then once they come back, we got 5 or 6 more that got to be done by the end of May. And there was 2 60-minute air bottles that are out of date for any fire department activity for anywhere. It's past its 15 years of life. I surplused them. New York State Police dive team reached out to me. They needed something to fill a small rescue inflatable, some sort of boat. So those were donated to them. That's all they're using it for, is just the air that's in it, and they'll fill the bottles up and reuse them as needed. At the Chiefs meeting, we reviewed several of our members' probationary statuses. You have those in front of you. There's a couple that are coming off and a couple that we've extended just due to inactivity. I'll let you guys accept those once we get through there. I have letters typed up and ready for them. We'll mail them to them, including the ones that came off, so they know, and it'll all go in their file. An idea was brought to my attention on Facebook that another department did with fire road signs. What we would like to do is get some signs made up to go on the road signs of these fire roads that have the total length of the road. For instance, if one of our fire roads is 1,000 foot, we put 1,000 feet on that sign. That would allow our first arriving engine, if there was a fire down there, to know, kind of guesstimate where we're going to be at when we lay hose. I reached out to 3 different places: Jefferson County Highway. We reached out to a company through Tiers, and then we found one online. Jefferson County Highway, right now they can do 2-sided signs for $21.85 each. I can't remember the total we need, but it was roughly $524 for all 3 of them. I'm figuring about 24 signs. Todd and I had a little discussion before that he could probably work with them on the prices and whatnot. So as long as you guys are good with it, we'll start measuring and at least getting the dimensions down so we can get moving on that. You all received the email as far as one member being suspended from calls for 30 days. His equipment has been secured up and locked up, and he'll get it back after the 30 days. Chief Gilchrist worked with a company that's going to donate some pet rescue oxygen masks. We were requesting 7 of them. I guess once they get the funding, they kind of send them out. So we requested 7, 1 for each engine, 1 for the rescue, 3 for the pickup trucks. Those are our main ones that go. I've been working with Jerome's over the past week or so on getting some hose covers for the engine in Dexter and Pillar Point. As I get quotes, it's a task. We got to measure and all this other stuff, so it takes a little bit of time. The rear rotating light on the Pillar Point engine broke off on one of our calls down on the fire road. It's been reattached. Northern's going to stop out and take a look at it, see what we need to fix it. I believe it's the same one that fell off a couple months back. Maybe we can look in the future if something better protected or whatnot. One of our brand new Minute or 6 pagers that we just got had the vibrate mode wasn't working. That's been sent out. I just received email today. It's been fixed. It's all under warranty, and it's on its way back, free of shipping. The fire police members, they're looking for some new wands, a little bit brighter ones. Chief Gilchrist kind of talked to them and got an idea what they wanted. I've reached out to Drums. I'm still waiting on that quote. So once I get that, I'll just email it out to the board, and we'll go from there. And then in front of you, you have a purchase request for this month. At our Chiefs meeting, they kind of went through their 2020 wish list and picked a few things that they would like to do. One of them was for the engine and Dexter. That's for the Q that put the foot pedal on the officer seat side. That'll allow the officer to control that so the driver can focus on the driving. Through Northern, that's $295 parts and labor. I did reach out to Jerome's, and Jerome's was $493.20. That was having them come up here to do it, not driving it down there. Then the fire road signs, and then another thing on their wish list was the LED headlights for the engine in Dexter. You'll see in front of you, we need a total of 4 lights, 2 low beams, 2 high beams. They're $175.98 a piece for a total of $703.92. That's through a company out of Syracuse, Kenworth Northeast. They are the heated ones. I didn't realize that LED headlights weren't generating enough heat to melt the snow and ice if we ever came into it. So they are the heated ones. And another place we found was JW Speaker. They're $287. So we went with the Kenworth Northeast. Same thing for 4.2 out in Pillar Point. They just need 2 lights. It's both included in the high and lower in each fixture. They were $359 each for a total of $718. Those will all be installed by members that know what they're doing on those trucks. A pager purchase. We're looking to get 5 minute or 5 batteries. We got a lot of new people coming in, and we have plenty of pagers, but no batteries. So we had a little bit left on that budget item there, $21.50 each for a total of $107.50. And then a bunch of office supplies that you see there in front of you. And I guess the last thing I have is, where do we stand with opening up stations to non-members? I wasn't sure if you guys are going to bring that up for tonight or not.
We sent an email out the other day, and like I told you the other day,
Yeah.
I screwed something up trying to send it out. We were going to open it up because most people felt it was okay. And now, after hearing some other news as far as our meetings go, I have to check with the town highway to see if they're having theirs in person. And I have to check with the Village of Dexter, see if they're having theirs in person. I know Brownville and Glen Park boards are having theirs. So once that happens, we can have ours in person. But as far as the stations go, I tried sending it out on I am responding. It didn't. I must have did something wrong because it went nowhere.
I just wanted to check.
So actually, I probably should have had you do it the other night when I talked to you. But I just never thought of it.
I can, I'll type something up with you after this and send it out.
So it should have been done before Sunday's gathering in Brown. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. So Drew, you probably should have just called when you drove by to check on it, but that was my fault. It didn't go
When I
out.
what?
We'll talk after about it.
What'd you say?
When you drove by and called other people that were down there, you
When
probably
I
should.
drove by and went up the chain of command?
Oh,
When I drove by and went up the chain of command, yes, you're right.
so with that was my fault. It didn't go out, but yes, it was out there.
So the question I have is, how did those guys know about it when no email got sent?
Because they called and asked me.
That's where we're just going.
So
That is all I got. I guess I just need your guys' permissions to start buying that stuff.
what's everyone's on the small equipment portion?
I did forget one thing, that quick dump. I kind of talked to Todd on it for 4-2. Jerome's is still looking into it because of how far that quick dump sits back on the back of the engine. They don't know if they can extend it out far enough to put the swivel dump on it. So once they reach out to their parts, he'll get back to me. If they can't put a swivel dump on it, we need to at least do a little bit of repair to that because it's pretty rickety. The metal's falling off. So I'll keep you guys updated with that.
So where do you stand on the road signs, Ryan? Do you want to get them from the county, or are you going to look to try to do something different?
I know Todd said he was going to reach out to them. I'm just looking for your guys' permission that we can go. I mean, at the most, we're going to spend $535 on the signs.
Okay.
So I'm just looking for permission to start assembling crews and getting out here and measuring these roads now that the weather's nicer, and at least getting the dimensions done, in the time being until we figure out how we're going to order them.
The headlight things, both of those are just the expenses of the lights themselves. We got members that are going to install them at no charge.
Yeah, Firefighter Flat's going to install the ones on 1-1, and then Firefighter Butler is going to do them on 4-2.
Why are we replacing those shield beams?
Because that's what's in there and they say they can't see now.
Yeah.
You cannot see with that.
LEDs in there?
Huh?
LEDs
No.
on the truck?
No, there's sealed beams in there now. They're saying they can't see they can't see that well, so they want to switch them to LEDs.
It was on their 2020 wish list when we had them, when we worked on the budget. It was on there.
Shield beams good?
Yes. So what's everyone's pleasure on small equipment?
Just small.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to do it. I mean, they use up their money, they use it up. I mean, that's what they want.
Motion by Scott, second by Wayne. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, Scott, Frank,
Aye.
Wayne.
And just real quick to touch on that small equipment, it was brought up at the Chiefs meeting. All 3 stations had their input. So we're not picking and choosing sides. We didn't get much. Then you know what I mean. So we reached out. Every chief was there, and that's just what we came up with for now.
Next one would be batteries for the pagers. So who wants to make motion by Cook? Second by Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried 5-0. Before we go into the office supplies, we might as well add some stuff that Billy has to go with it.
Ryan, can't you steal some of that from work?
Oh, right. We're on YouTube Live. I don't steal anything from New York State.
Okay.
You just wouldn't have said that, Ryan. Power strip is what I'm asking for because I got the countertops in the copy room. I did drill a hole in there, but if you have to plug in the laminator and all that, all the plugs are taken. So power strip to bring up on top. Rearranged Billy's office a little bit to keep him away from the heaters. She's looking for a monitor holder for $29, pencil holder, AAA batteries, 2-pack of flash drives, staple puller, toner, 2 different toners, and laminating sheets for $291.90. Plus Ryan's adds up to roughly $45. So if we can get a motion for all of it. Motion by Frank,
Second.
Frank Cook.
Yep.
All in favor?
Yep.
5-0. Anything, Ryan?
No, that's it. I'm gonna mute until you need me.
Drew? You gotta unmute yourself.
Okay, all right. Yep, here we go. Run totals year to date as of March 31st. Total dispatch calls were 179. Total answered calls 147. We only dropped 1 call in the month of April. Correction, 430 was these are as of April 30th. Sorry, 1 call as of April. Only 1 was dropped out of 46, so that's very good. For a total of 32, all medical calls have been dropped this year. Total incidents were 22. 40 members have answered calls, and total man hours for April 124.50, and then for the year 710.76. Applicant wise, we met with the Chiefs tonight. Met with 3 applicants. Aiden Booth, who's 16 years old, he'll be joining as a junior, Station 3 area, and both Carlos, Rosa de Cruz, and Caitlin Bakuli. They both live in Beaver Meadows. They meet our 3-mile quota, and they are looking to join as well. Station 3 will be their predominant station. Jeff Hewitt has resigned from the Town of Brownville Fire District. His letter of resignation is as the purpose of this letter is to provide official notification of my resignation from the Town of Brownville Fire Department effective 18th of May 2020. As you know, my family and I are moving out of the area. It has been an honor to serve alongside all my brothers and sisters over the last decade, and I'm thankful for each of the opportunities I've had. Signed, Jeff V. Hewitt. And then tonight, we got a letter from Scott Loveland, sent this from Jeff Tyo. It says, to the Town of Brownville Fire District, I, Jeff Tyo, want to go lifetime member, I'm assuming of Station 3 Incorporation. So he would be, again, leaving the fire district side of things. Fire station wise, each of the stations got striped over the weekend. They look great. Todd and I spoke, and I was to get the following amount of fire parking, fire members parking only, whatever they may say, for each station. So at each station, we'd need the following. For Station 1, we need 5 parking signs to the fire parking only. Station 2 would be 2, and Station 3 would be 5. Some are okay. Some are kind of gross looking and kind of nasty. You can't really read them. So these are the amounts that we would need. Todd said, again, like he said, with the county, the other side, he could get, reduced prices or whatever there. And then helmet camera wise, I touched on it last month, and we're starting to use them effectively. 2 out of the 3 were used at the fire that we had on Everly Point Drive this month. So it's great to see them start getting used. You want me to stop with the district stuff and then go right to incorporation, or wait?
We'll finish up.
Okay. Incorporated wise, we had our chicken barbecue. Again, thank you guys for allowing us to have it. I know some of you guys were curious on why we needed to have it, and why we wanted to. So I'd like to tell you guys, at our little officer meeting we had via Incorporated, we were able to donate $1,000 a piece to the General Brown Backpack Club and to the Dexter Food Pantry. So again, if there's ever any questions of why we're donating or why we're fundraising, it's going straight to donations to our community in need. That's all I have.
Chris, you have anything?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
guys good?
everything's good at Station One. I do have a couple things to think about. We should think about getting the floor stripped and waxed in the banquet room, hangout area. And the other thing I'd like to mention is about the garage door openers down there. Looking at either having them upgraded. We do have issues with a couple of them. I know we've replaced a couple of them there a couple years ago. Other than that, everything else is pretty good.
Stripping and wax the floor is something you want to do yourself, or?
I don't really have the materials to do it. I mean, I guess we could hand strip it with mops and stuff and re-wax it. I can look into that.
If you have people to do it, I can get you a buffer.
Okay.
Should we use someone, maybe Nick, that knows? I mean, he does it, right?
Well, yeah.
I can
Yeah.
check,
Depending on when you want to do it, I can probably come down. I just have to make sure that there's coverage for the kids.
I can check with the. Chris.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going up though because of this COVID.
Well,
Yeah.
let me think about that. I'll talk to some of the guys and see if they want to do that. I mean, because stripping it's just stripping it, and then it's just basically putting the wax on. And if you can get us a buffer, that should be fine.
Right. You just want to make sure that you don't have anything going on real quick afterwards. Because the longer
Right.
you sit, the better off you are.
Yes. Yep.
As far as your door openers, I guess we can call overhead door or, because there's some, well, there's two now at Station 3 that you literally, you have to get out of the truck and walk to the door and sometimes in the building for it to work. So,
Okay. So
We'll have 'em-
everybody's got it.
yeah, we'll have them come down. What about Station 2? Are they,
He
Are
just said that they're they work good. They open when they hit them, so
okay.
working out there.
Billy, if we can call them and have them maybe check those out and see if there's an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, it could be possibly as easy as they need adjusting or something like that.
Correct. Well, check the whole system, the connections, the push buttons. Anything else, Chris?
No, that's it.
Todd, are you guys going to accept these members and their resignation letters?
Yeah, I thought there was a spot. That's what I was looking ahead for, but
Three new applicants and then the 2 resignation letters. The only thing with Jeff Hewitt's, everything Craig has in station, he just has to inventory it, get the serial numbers, but we it's all in the house, it's all in-house. And the same thing, I guess, with Jeff Tiles, right? Scott Loveland, wherever he is, I guess he said the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's all in-house if you guys want to accept them.
take a motion to accept the 2 resignations and the 3 applicants. Frank, second. Wayne, all in favor? Aye. Motion carried. How
Thanks.
your signs go, we'll call, when I call the county, I'll ask them how much for those 2.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I just need to know exactly what you want on it.
Okay.
Nate, are you still there?
I'm still here. What's up?
Jeez.
Oh,
Which
you
Nate?
go, Chris, sorry.
Go, Chris. All right.
The only thing I have for this month is purchase of 3 no-touch thermometers and carrying cases for them. It's gonna be roughly $200 through Amazon.
I'll just leave it. Since we're-
Motion for the EMS supplies.
So move.
Cook,
Second.
Scott. All in favor?
I also got Craig here if you want to talk, I can have him talk.
Who?
Craig Pastrina.
He's coming up next.
Okay.
How about Nate Gilchrist?
Right, he's on.
I'm here.
I'll say it will be just-
Got anything for us?
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to bring up was to figure out the Time Warner cable out on Station 2. I was wondering why we still don't have like the same package as everybody else for TV. I'd like to get the same package as everybody else, especially since we're gonna get the new room built here soon. It'd be kind of nice.
Guess we just gotta call and see.
We'll have to call and just have it upgraded to whatever we have.
Are they, as this station in Brownville is the same? Just pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all should be the same.
Yep.
Unless it's not offered out there because you're in the boondocks.
No, we get it. I get it.
Put cable on the point?
Did you want to bring up that end of that building?
I thought you were doing that.
Oh, the end of the, so it'd be the side facing the end of Pillar Point, that up near the roof, that metal. He said, yeah, they're starting to build bird's nests in there too, so look at it.
We'll have a metal break.
I can get one, yes.
We're gonna do it in-house because there was no, it wouldn't made sense to file a claim on it because it wasn't that big of a section. And we can buy coiled steel, and actually, I was looking at home, I have some somewhere.
I have a little bit.
If I remember right, it was like, wasn't it like a 10 or a 12-foot piece,
Yeah, roughly.
give or take?
We can look at it while we're out there tomorrow night, measure it.
Wayne actually has some,
I
so
gotta
when he goes down to do that wall, I'll go down and end it and put it up.
Sounds good. You got anything else?
Oh, the only other thing I was gonna ask is if we could get a hold of Stat Communication and maybe get a couple of those sensors that are in our station taken out. So when we come back from calls late at night and we open the doors, we don't set the alarm off with the fire trucks because we really don't need them.
There's resets after midnight.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, so if we go out, 11:45 and we're not back till 2:00, as soon as those doors open, the alarm starts going off and they don't hear it, they're back in the truck. And
Can't they change that program?
I would, yeah,
Maybe.
right, because that's all it is because it resets itself, right?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
have Billy call and see if they can either reset it, the program, so it doesn't do that. Because I've
Or
never,
just take,
or just take them out, whatever is gonna be the easiest.
I'd rather have 'em.
probably just take them out, I would think. Then you don't even gotta worry about
They might open the door.
it. Yeah.
Um,
No.
Also for Station 2, their little, I'm gonna call it watch desk area. Wayne got me some brackets. I'll take more if he got them. So based, 6-foot piece of countertop that would fit under the window where they want it would be $72. Everyone good with that?
Make a motion.
Motion by Scott, second by Wayne. All in favor?
Aye.
Carry. Craig, up to you.
He's gone.
No, I left because it was back when I was in the dispatch center with Nate.
All right.
I don't think, can't think of anything at this point. I don't think.
Okay.
Ask him if he would got everything he needed.
I have his key.
All right. He's done then with his stuff?
Yes, yes.
I'll put
I
tag.
do believe, Drew, I do believe his letter said the 18th, correct?
Yes. Craig's gonna do the inventory and serial numbers tomorrow,
Okay.
so. and
I'll do
that'll-
the same thing with Kyle's stuff. I do believe I did his on the regular gear inventory, Ryan, so the number should be the same. I'll just get in touch with Jeff myself and have him sign the letter. Or sign the form if you drop one off for me.
Yeah, I got his pager, so just we just need Hewitt's key and then Kyle can keep his because he's still
Great, so just need his gear, then that's all you need.
Yep.
But he has to sign the form saying he's turned it in, all right?
Yeah, just so we have a paper trail, so in case.
Drew, can you drop one of those forms off to me tomorrow morning on the way to work? at the station for me, so it's there?
Yep.
Thank you.
Anything-
Other than that, yeah.
Okay. New business. We had a conversation with Mark, so rather than having 75 emails go out to make purchases under $250, change the policy so we can have a limit of spending $250 for office supplies, building material, truck maintenance, and EMS supplies. But it has to be approved by at least the chairman, secretary, and at least one other commissioner.
Why would the secretary have it?
She's secretary treasurer, so she can approve.
Can you go through that list again? Office, building supplies?
Office supplies, building supplies, building maintenance,
Okay,
truck maintenance,
yep,
EMS supplies,
copy. Thank you.
$50.
under $250
Each purchase or cumulative total?
each purchase.
Oh, that's, so each purchase, so if something was $200 and another thing was 200, we can do it.
One, it'd have to be separate bills, yes.
Okay, but don't plan on it, but I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
It's not a limit of 250 per month.
No. So that'll be posted. So we could vote on that.
So that would be for like toilet paper, paper
Right.
towels, so that we don't have to keep going through all this.
All the emails back and forth.
Okay.
Or like we had a problem, like.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need it now, not later.
Right. Or the truck
Yeah,
needs
exactly. I'm like,
antifreeze or
Yep.
whatever. It just saves a lot of hassle of emails, and hopefully everyone sees it and reads it and
Respects it.
right. Any other new business?
The storage shed that's out here. We talked about it that day that we had commissioners training there. It's falling apart. The bottom of it's starting to rot. We're just storing used stuff that we don't need.
Right.
I'd like to see and get permission to get rid of that. I've talked to someone and he's telling me somewhere between $200 and $300, we can tear that down. He put it in his dump trailer and haul it to the dump. We have to separate the shingles from everything else. There's also a possibility that we may be able to get rid of some of it through the town and not cost us anything to get rid of the wood part. I'd like to see about getting rid of that. The department, the incorporation for here at Station 1 would like to look at that area as far as their chicken barbecues. And maybe some point we can build something in there for a barbecue type thing. But in the meantime, we'd like to get rid of that, move our cookers there when we do have a chicken barbecue to see how it works out, and then
Right.
start looking from there.
I know years ago, probably 4, maybe 5, could be even 6. It was brought up. We said we could get rid of it. We're going to have the town or village come over, pull it out of there. And originally it was going to go to Station 2, but for storage, to keep that stuff in for whatever. But I don't know if that's still something that we need or.
All it's really in there is just old hose, and there's bags of old gear that we just kind of held on to. I mean, all that stuff really can go. I'm just afraid once we move it, it's just might just fall over. But I guess if that's what happens, that's what happens.
Right. It would be easier to tear apart that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. We're not sure what's going to happen to it if we try to move it.
The other thing is I can call Jimmy Lawrence or I can call Jimmy and call Denny Lane.
See if they'll just haul it out there.
We have a member that has a dump trailer that he would probably be glad to haul it out because he's been looking for things to do.
The one that would haul it in the dump trailer and take it to the dump for us is also one of our guys, but we'd have to pay the dump fees to take it to the dump. That's where the $200 to $300 comes in.
Yeah, we just put that under the town because it's cheaper.
Is it?
What they charge the town to dump out there and what they charge others is a a
There
big
was some
difference.
talk too, because the pit down on Moffett Road there where they took something out of there and they've got to refill it. They're trying to fill it with kind of like wood and stuff that's gonna eventually decay and mix in. There was a question, we maybe be able to take the wood part of it down there. That I don't know for sure yet. I haven't had a chance to find that out.
If you call Roy and ask him, he'll probably tell you.
Yeah.
If that's the case, they might just drop a dumpster here and,
Yeah, I will do some more checking on it, but I'd like to try to get rid of that just the best way we can.
yeah, it was approved a long time ago to get rid of it and it's just for some reason fell through the cracks. Any other new business? I'm just looking. Any old business?
I just got one thing, the generator in Station 3 has been repaired and up and running. That's it.
Any other new business or old business? At this time, I'd like to go into executive session to talk about the performance of an employee.
You need me or no?
You can stay on and Drew, please stay on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off live.